You're building something incredible, a business that you deeply care about, something you've poured your time, your energy, your heart into. And yet, you can't seem to find good people no matter how hard you try. In fact, you might be feeling like, I'm really good at hiring all the wrong people. So let me ask you, do you feel like hiring has been your biggest frustration this year? Just pop a yes in the chat if that's you. Because if that is you, I want you to hear this. You are not alone. Hiring is the number one challenge business owners face. Not marketing, not sales, not even profit, hiring. And here's why. You're not just the CEO, you're also HR, sales, marketing, operations, finance. You're wearing all the hats. You're working long hours, you're carrying the weight, trying to grow something meaningful. And then someone says, oh, just hire some great people. And you're thinking, yeah, right. With what time? So what happens? You hire fast. You hope for the best. You cross your fingers. Sometimes it works. Maybe about 20% of the time it works. But most of the time, 75%, you end up with people who need your constant oversight, team members you can't fully trust, and more problems. And suddenly you're doing their job and yours, and you're worried about how to make sure they get a paycheck. Here's where everything changes. Most business owners believe hiring great people is just about finding them. And that comes down to one thing: you have to go out there and find them. But if you're fishing in the wrong pond, you're going to have trouble even finding them. And that's why I wrote my book, How to Hire the Best. So, who are A players really? Because they are not your typical respondent to a job ad. Let's talk about them for a second. These are the people that you actually want on your team. They take initiative, they solve problems, they think ahead, they communicate well, they own their results. In fact, one A player can outperform 9 to 12 C or D players. Whoa, let that sink in. You don't need more people. You just need better people, and you need to know where to look for them and how to attract them. So, quick question for you: what would change in your business if you had just one A player you could fully trust? Would it be more time? Would it be less stress? Would it be more profit? Hold on to that, pop it in the chat, because that's what's possible. And here's the part that most people miss: A players are not out there looking for a job, they're looking for great places to work. And whether you realize it or not, your business is either attracting them or repelling them. There's no neutral. So if your culture isn't intentional, if your systems aren't clear, if your team isn't aligned, then hiring is always going to feel like guessing, hoping, and getting lucky. And luck is not a strategy. But when you get hiring right, when you get your culture right, everything changes. You build a team that takes ownership, that works together, that solves problems without you. And suddenly you're no longer the bottleneck. Your business starts to grow faster. It becomes more profitable. It feels lighter to run because, in fact, strong cultures have been shown to increase net income by over 756% over time. So imagine this: you walk into your business, your team is already handling things, they're communicating, they're solving problems, they're moving things forward. You're not chasing, you're leading. And for the first time in a long time, you feel in control again. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, this is exactly where I'm stuck, then take the next step. At Tap the Potential, we help business owners attract and hire A players. We help business owners build systems that work and create businesses that run without them. because we believe work should support life, not the other way around. So here's what I want you to do. Go to tapthepotential.com/toolkit. That's where you will get the best of the best A player attraction systems that are in my book, How to Hire the Best. And then book a call with our team because we'll look at where you are and what's not working in your hiring, and we'll map out a path with you to building a business that hires A players and allows you the freedom that you want. So, the right team doesn't grow your business, it gives you your life back. Book a call with us at tapthepotential.com and let's get your life back.